In today's video, we are going to be drawing a demand and supply curve using some simple ways. Like we are using Microsoft Word for this tutorial. Let me change orientation to landscape. All right, so when you want to draw your demand and supply curve with Microsoft Word, we'll be using our shapes. All right, when you come to the top, we have insert. So insert, I did that in a previous video, so I'm just going to make this very fast. And then someone requested for a video on the shading, how we can do the shading for the surplus and those stuff, and then how we can change the text from horizontal to vertical. Right, so that's the main reason why I'm doing this video. But for the benefit of those who might not watch the first video, I'm redrawing the demand and supply curve again. All right, so you are going to choose the shapes. Then we are using line. So let's make this fast. This is straight. Then I want to make this black. Right, when you come here, you see that we have the color already here. So I choose that to make it black. Then I want to increase the thickness. When you come here, shape outline, you are going to click the shape outline. Then when you come here, you see that we have weight. So that's the thickness, like it will. So you can either make it very big. Can you notice? See, notice this. Notice the line. If I choose this small, look at this, very big. So I'll be choosing somewhere 1.5 feet. Okay, so this is the vertical line, which is for the price. Then the horizontal line, which the horizontal line, which is for the quantity. Instead of drawing using that long process, then I'll copy the vertical and then change it to horizontal. So with a shortcut, you just press Control. So always take notice of this. So that I want to copy this, but can you see how the mouse looks like this straight? So if I want to enter a text, and when I hover onto the line, you see that it's giving me some kind of four edges. You see, both top, down, left, or right. So I can move this. If I left click, I can move it. And then if you want to copy, you need to select that. Let it be like the way the mouse is right now with those four arrows. Then you copy. So Control C for copying, or you can right click, then you click on copy. All right, then you click on an empty space, then you right click and then click on paste. So you can either I recommend you choose the keep source formatting, so that we still get a thickness and do stuff. All right, choose source formatting. So I'm just going to drag this here, then move this to the other side so I can get horizontal. I think this is okay. So this is our x and y axis. Then I'll be drawing those the curves, those two curves, the demand and the supply curve. So I'm gonna use the shapes again. Now I'll just make it fast. So demand, I'll be giving it so this is how I change the color. I click this. See that? I click that. So demand, I'll be giving in this color, and then I'll copy it, Control C and then Control V, and I'll make the supply curve. So the supply, I'll be giving some kind of green color. Yeah. Then I'll make it some kind of green. Okay, I hope you can see. Alright, so this is our demand and supply curve. So far, so good. And then I would like us to label the parts. Alright, so we are going to insert and then text box. So that text box. Then you come here, draw text box. So we are going to choose draw text box. Draw text box. So you're just going to draw any rough text box. All right, so I want to start with the price. So price, P-R-I-C-E. So price, just a moment. Then when you are done with the writing, you need to come to the top. You see, check something. When I move it here, all right, so that it has covered the horizontal, no, the vertical line. I need to take those shadings out. So I'll come to outline. So that there's a black, I just want to give it no outline, and then fill, no fill. So that's it. This takes those two things off, and I want to increase the size a little, somewhere 16 should be okay. Then I want us to change the orientation. All right, so orientation, we need to change this. Okay, so when you come here, okay, when you come here, rotate. This is the main reason why I made this video. Rotate. So when you come to rotate, you see, you just hover around it, and then the effect will appear here. So take notice over here. Let me zoom in a little. So when you hover onto them, you see that the price has changed 90 degrees. It has been rotated 90 degrees. Then this, so I want it to be rotated this way. But maybe if you want it to go whatever way that you want it to go, then you can just manage rotation options where you just size and those stuffs. So whatever that you want to do here, but like in today's video, we just want to change our orientation to 90 degrees anti-clockwise, right? So rotation is 90 degrees. Let me correct this. Or the shortcut itself. Good. Before I forget, you see, when you click on the text itself, all right, you can even have it here. You can just rotate it, whatever that you want. See, so that's the simplest way itself. Anytime you click on it, it will try to rotate horizontal, so that you can do your typing. Then after you are done, we'll click on an empty space, and need to move back to your orientation that you want. Okay, so let me move it up a little, up, and this should be okay. All right, so I want to do the same thing for the quantity. Instead of doing that long process, then I'll just copy the insert those stuff and then paste it again. So I always check the mouse so that it's having some 4 arrows. When it is having a line, that means you want to add more text, but make it when those 4 arrows are showing, then you can click left click and to select the whole text box for you. So now let me zoom out. So Ctrl C and then Ctrl V will copy and paste for you. Then over here I want it to be horizontal, right? So I'll just use when you hover, see, when you hover over here, okay, let me click empty space, okay. So when you want to hover, okay, if you click the text and then want to change the orientation, okay, click on the house, like those 4 square boxes. So when the mouse is having those 4 arrows, you can click, then you just change it to, so when you click on that arrow, like that rotation sign, use the mouse to raise it, just raise it. Okay, when you raise it, if you bring it down to change to the opposite side, you just raise it up. Whoa, I'm back. I just got a little interruption. So what I was saying is, when you want to do the rotation, I hope you get it. So just click on this, right? Then you move it up, like you move it left and right, just to give you those or like whatever angle that you want to be. Then let's do the shading and then the intersections. So this is, let me zoom out a little. Okay, so let's do the shading. Let's do the equilibrium and those stuff. Equilibrium, we'll go to insert shapes, and then we'll choose our normal line. Just draw from the center to the left side. But now take notice of what we are coming to do. Equilibrium, we need to make it a dotted line, right? So when you release, come to outline, check outline, click outline, then you come to here, dashes. So you choose whatever dash that you want, whether you want a big dash, a small dash, whatever. dash that I want. I'll be choosing this for today's tutorial, and then I'll increase the width, okay, so that it will be a little thick, you see. Then let me change this to dashes again. I think this is okay. Alright, so this is okay. Have a look. So that's it. Then I'll be creating this is the horizontal. I'll be creating the vertical, the one that will touch the. Whoa, I forgot something. This has to be quantity. So quantity, not price. Quantity. Sorry for that. So I want to create the vertical line. I'll just copy Ctrl C. That's for copy. I've copied it. Then Ctrl V. That will paste for me. So what I'll be doing is I'll just drag this to make the center, and I'll move this to the horizontal, which is the quantity line. Then this should be okay. So that's it. There we are. We have our. Then let's label these lines: demand and supply. Okay. So I'll just copy the quantity. Ctrl C. I've copied. Ctrl V to paste. Then I'll just move it around. Ctrl Z. I want to move quantity. Alright, so here we are. Then I'll make this that's the demand curve, so I'll make it DD. So demand, no, okay, DD stand for demand. In today's tutorial, DD will stand for demand. So Ctrl C and then Ctrl V will give us a duplicate copy of it. Then I'll bring it here. This will be CC. No, SS as in supply. Okay. Then the equilibrium. Let us make the equilibrium. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So here we'll label this. Let me see. Now be quantity 1. Okay. So let's make this Q1. Q1. Then let's create a copy. Let's use the price since the price is already. Okay. Let's create a copy of this. So always you click the if you want to copy, alright. If you want to copy, be very careful of this. When you click the inside, click on the out, like those 4 square lines, then to select the whole box before you copy, and then you paste. See? Okay. So I'll make this P1 as a price 1. So P1. Then that's it. If you feel like rotating, you can just click on that. Then you rotate by moving the mouse to the left. That will rotate for you. But I think making it horizontal is the best. So Ctrl Z just to make it horizontal for me. Then this is our Q1 P1. So let me see. Okay, so that's the equilibrium. So let me make it E1. Equilibrium 1. Equilibrium 1, and then equilibrium. Let me see. Let me make this equilibrium price, then equilibrium quantity. Alright. Then I want us to make another assumption which is very necessary, that will give us that surplus and then that excess. Alright. So let's assume the company has raised the price. Alright. So the company has raised the price to somewhere here. Alright. So what I'll be doing is I want to create an increase in price. So I'll just copy this and then paste again. Then I'll just move it up. So let's assume the company has raised the price to this side. I want to close this, okay, but I do not want to make a mistake and then raise this thing up. So what I'll be doing is I'll press and hold the shift key. So I've pressed and then hold it. Like you need to press and hold. Don't release the shift key. Then you left click with the mouse. Look at the arrow very well. The arrow has to be this. It shouldn't be this. If you make it this, it should just move the whole thing. Okay. So we just want to make the line a little short to the left. Just want to shorten it to the left. So you press and hold the shift and then let the arrow be like that diagonal something. Then you move it to just move it left, and there we go. So that's it. Then because there's an increase in price, right, our quantity demanded will also decrease. So I'll just copy this, Control C, then Control V. I'll just hover this up to here, and then with the help of the Shift key, so that I don't if I don't press the Shift, I can slightly turn it left or right. Okay, so with the help of the Shift key, I'll press and hold the Shift key and then drag this down. Alright, so this down, and that's it. So I'll just name this the down one. I'll name the down one that will be quantity. So quantity demanded. Okay, so quantity demanded. So this is the quantity demanded. All right, and then let's check this. Let me create a copy of this, Control C, or let me see. Okay, so that will be let me see. So let me extend this to meet the supply curve, so that I'll also get a quantity supplied. All right, so with the help of the Shift key, I'll just drag to the left to meet the supply curve, and I'll create a copy of this. So Control C and Control V. I hope you are understanding. I hope you don't you are not getting confused. I need to change some of the colors. So quantity supply, I'll make it green. Okay, so I've clicked on it, and then you right click. See, look at something. Those 4 arrows need to come. All right, then you right click, then you just come to outline, then make it, I want to make it green. No, let me make it green. Then I'll make the quantity demanded outline, I'll make it red. Alright, so this is let me create a copy of this. So the QD stands for quantity demanded. Once again, QD stands for quantity demanded, and then this will be quantity supplied. Then this will be our price over there. So let me copy price. So that will be okay. So let me label this P2. Okay, so here we are. So this thing, what it means is that when you take a very close look, now the company is selling for P2. All right, P2, and then the quantity demanded is now QD, but the company has supplied more. As in, if I'm to number this thing, and then this were to be 1, 2, 3, 4, you see that the quantity has supplied 4, as in QS. So the quantity has the company has supplied more than the demand. So there will be a surplus. There will be excess goods in the market. Yeah, like there will be more goods. Yeah, there will be excess or surplus. Okay, so when the quantity supplied is more than the quantity demanded, there will be surplus. All right, so maybe okay, let me finish with this video. The next video I'll make it I'll make a diagram and then illustrate a scenario where there will be a surplus, there will be a shortage. All right, so this is surplus. So let me write it, surplus. Surplus or excess supply. Let me just leave it this way. So we have, so I want to shade the excess. All right, I want to shade the excess, and then ideally we don't have a shortcut for the shading. But what we can do is we can create a copy of this. I'll just give two methods by doing the shading. If you want to make a dotted shading, okay, you can just use your normal dots. Okay, then you just create the dots as much as you can, as much as you can. All right, so I'm creating more dots, and then I'll explain. You will get me right now. So I'm making as much dots as I can, and then what we'll be doing here is let me press Ctrl A to select those things. You see that the gaps are too much, and I want to close them a little. I want to close those gaps a little. So when you come here, I'm on home. Then if you check here, all right, line and paragraph spacing. Let me close that to. Let me see, remove spacing. Okay, good. So this will be better. So no spacing will be better. Then I'll increase the font size. I'll make it bold. Then I'll increase the size a little. See that? Then let me change the color to what color will match with this. Let's try blue. Let's try this color. I think this color should be okay. Okay, so let me add more to it. Right, so here we are. I want it to touch both sides. If you don't like this method, don't worry, I'll use a different method that will be better than this. Okay, yeah, I'll use a different method that will be better than this. So we don't actually have a shortcut for the shading. I don't have a shortcut as at now. If maybe any of you have a better idea, you can let me know in the comment below. Then if you come here, okay, if you come here, see that here it's in front of text. You can take notes. In front of text, I want it to go behind those lines that I drew. So if you notice, you see that it's behind those lines and those stuff. Okay, all right. So this is the first one method, one method by which you can do the shading. Or if better still, if you like, you can take the bold out. You can take the bold out so that to make it something shallow. Okay, you can just stretch it so that it meets both sides. So this is how best I can help you do the shading for now. So you'll be getting something like this. So that is your surplus. Okay, and then the second method is by using the same these lines. Okay, so I'm going to create Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. I'll just create a copy of it. Then that one I'll make it diagonal. Like this. I'll reduce the width. So I'll right click on it. Then when you come outline and width, I'll reduce it to somewhere. Let me see. Okay, this should be okay. Then what's left for me to do is I'll create more copies of it and then just arrange them. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Now just line it here. Then I'll press and then hold Shift key and I'll click that so that it will select the two for me. Then Ctrl C, Ctrl V. And I'll move it here with the help of the Shift key. I just drag this, then drag that with the help of the Shift key. Drag up, drag down. And now with the help of the Shift key, I'll click on the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. That will give me a copy. And I'll just arrange it here with the help of the Shift key. Let's drag this. So it's a little awkward. I'll continue the video when I'm done. Okay, so this is how we do the shading. Alright, so this is the second method, and then I hope this video helped. If it helps, don't forget to hit this like button, then subscribe, comment with whatever problem that you have, and I'll try to help you. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.